What up, people? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Live in the Boom Boom Room with me, your host Ron Slay. Got a special guest today. Man, this relationship thing that we got go back way deeper than many know. You know what I mean? It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like I got my story, he got his story, and they coincide together. You know what I mean? Both were well respected in the city, well respected on the national stage. Did it from, when I say the mud, I mean did it from the mud. You know what I mean? Real life, did it from the mud. You know what I mean? One of Joe Johnson's finest. You know what I mean? Like you could, if you were around back in the day, you could easily go to the club and see my boy throwing up the Joe or macking somebody down in the corner. Or ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. This is my guy, man. 100 grand. Went to Alabama. You know, it ain't too many times, you know, y'all gonna hear me say that and put some respect on it. But for my guy, you know what I mean? Went to Alabama, roll tide, you know what I mean? Went on to make it pro. And then we got to see where his journey took him. How he transitioned from sports to the reality, you know what I mean? Which is definitely different for everyone. Everybody's journey is different. So first, let me go on and give you a little promo of my guy.
Only a tight end. Here's an option. The pitch goes to Santonio Beard. First down. Inside. Middle Tennessee. Handoff goes to Beard. Touchdown, Alabama.
A man that needs no introduction, man. I'm gonna be honest. You know, he can just walk in the room, light the room up. You know, my guy, my dog. Welcome to the Boom Boom Room, Santonio Beard. Black man, what is happening?
What's going on, man? I'm glad to be finally I'm on the Boom Boom Room. The beard has come to the Boom Boom Room.
Hey, people, for the viewers that's watching, man, this is at all times, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be live at any given time, you know what I mean? And this is uncensored, unfiltered in the Boom Boom Room. You can always catch this same energy with my guy, regardless, ups, downs, level, whatever it is. Energy always been the same, man. I'm talking about since we were yay high, you know? So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, black man, coming on. And that's my nickname for you. Y'all don't even, viewers, y'all don't even know nothing about all this, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna call. Let's go back to T, when you were just T, before you came Mr. T, before you came sensational sophomore, all that. Take me to your upbringing, man, and put me right here in the home of Santonio Beard growing up.
So you know, I'm from Joe Johnson.
Most definitely.
Grew up a big family. You know, a lot of people over there. So when I'm growing up on Joe Johnson. So I'm looking at people like Sam Grizzard play football, you know, all through middle school, high school. I'm kind of following him as I go along. But, you know, normal guy growing up at Joe Johnson, fighting all the time, getting into stuff, playing sports early, using sports as a tool to get away from all the drama, all the bullshit, and let it take me where I wanted to go.
Right. So just let's get you to F.H. Jenkins.
Okay.
So, and what people don't know, my bad, before you go, what people don't know, T was a basketball player, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that or not. This man was a basketball player, you know what I mean? Like, we was on the same team, middle school. It was about T. It wasn't even about me. This is the weird stuff. You know what I mean? But take me to F.H. Jenkins before we get into that.
Okay, so I'm at West End.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, me and you on the same team.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we beat Apollo. I think we come to number 1 and number 2 seed.
Yep.
I get kicked off the team. You get kicked off the team. Then I go to F.H. Jenkins. And then my auntie was Seventh-day Adventist. So she was into, Seventh-day Adventist things. So she took me over to F.H. Jenkins. That's how I got over there.
Mm-hmm.
On fighting. Matter of fact, I believe I got into a young buck.
You probably did. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. And
then we left West End and went to F.H. Jenkins. And then after F.H. Jenkins, straight to Pearl.
Now tell me, for the viewers that don't know, the Beards, Aunt Helen, I call her Aunt Helen, like the beard tradition in sports in Nashville is huge. A lot of people don't know that also. A lot of people think that outside of the community, think you were the first one to come along, you know what I mean?
No.
And set the name
right. It started with me. It started with my Aunt Helen. That's who I get the inspiration from. Mm-hmm. She played at Pearl High, won a state, then went to Fisk. Ball was an All-American, then played a couple of years in the ABA. So she was the first one to really, in my family, to go to college. She the one who everybody looked up. She was the main person. Hey, I want to be like her. She won state in high school. Then she went on to become an All-American in college at Fisk. So I used to walk up there to see the games. She was the one. She was the main one.
Mm-hmm. So it was, and wasn't gonna take nothing from nobody. She was everybody auntie too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't no question about it. She catch you out of line, she snatched you up. So that was your inspiration. Where did the fire get in you as far as playing sports? Where did that fire come from to motivate you to play sports and find out that you were good in it?
To be honest, that the fire came from not wanting to go home and get ass whoopings and all type of shit like that, fighting and all that stuff. So I'm playing sports just to get away, just to be competitive and other stuff, playing against guys from the neighborhood. Now listen, you go over to Joe John's, there's a lot of people that are talented.
Yeah.
So if you better than them, after the game over with, we finna fight. Yeah. That's just how it went down. It's just what it is. Yeah. Whoever gonna win the game, somebody's finna fight. It is what it is. You fight, you move on, you get over with, and we play another game. That's how this rolled over there. So they was gonna force you to be competitive, or you just gonna look stupid.
Right.
So pretty much the fire came from I always wanted to be the best. So that's where it came from.
Right. And that was in everything that you did. That's one thing for sure. And if you wasn't, you definitely was gonna be fighting at the end.
You got that right.
All right, let's take it to you entering Pearl. You entering Pearl. Got a good football name going, but at the time, like, they were hyped about you getting there for basketball. Like, you were the point forward of the team. Mike Clayburgh just said he was the point forward of the team. Like, it wasn't no question who team it was. You know, me and Terry hadn't even arrived yet, but y'all was over there holding down. You know what I mean? You, Antoine Malone, Pump, God, all them, you know what I mean, was holding it down. So your introduction into high school, here's the thing.
Go ahead. I knew I could play basketball, but I knew basketball wasn't gonna be my thing. I knew football was.
Right.
But at the time, our high school was so sorry. Yeah. I mean, Pearl was so awful. Yeah. I remember being in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, going up there, watching them getting their ass whooped, and people leaving at halftime after the band performed.
Yeah. Straight up.
I mean, it was embarrassing.
Yeah. Yep. And you wanted to help change it.
Oh yeah. So I used to see Damian, he's coaching now, Damian Harris. I used to see him at the game. We always used to talk because he went to Bass,
right? And
I went to Pearl.
Right.
We were like, listen, this shit ain't happening when we get over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what this shit all about, but this is a joke. Because I used to hate seeing people in the city talk about Pearl like, y'all sorry, y'all good for a band. That's it. I always told myself, this narrative is gonna change. That's why I'm so hard on any school, on anybody who played there, because listen, y'all talk so bad about us,
Right.
but when everybody had their rings, everybody had their time when they was good, they just couldn't get it done like we did.
Yeah, and we went and got it done.
They want to know why we boast and brag,
Right.
Because we used to y'all used to look down on us.
So did.
Everybody, all the metros.
That's facts. That is facts. So let's take me through the journey. Freshman year, you in a Pearl, you playing basketball, you playing football. At the time, you playing football, but you're not the running back.
No. So here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
I leave West End as a quarterback.
Right.
So I'm in 7th grade, I'm running back. 8th grade, I'm quarterback. So I go over to Pearl. I know I want to play running back, but I know I ain't got a shot because the leading rusher in school history at the time was on the team.
Right.
Carlos.
Right. Winning.
So I know I ain't got a shot at that.
Mm-hmm.
So I see the secondary, they got some people over there that wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I figure I'll make my bones on defense. So first of all, I come over there running my mouth. So, you know, as the
See, that's what I'm talking about. We want the whole story. We want the whole
to be honest with you, the first person I ever went to the Malibu with was Carlos.
Yeah.
So I guess they figured they put us in there. Let's put this dude in who always talking. Went up in there, held my own with him. At the time, he was a bull. He was a beast.
Right.
Held my own with Los. Then from there on out, went to corner and safety. So that was pretty much the freshman year. Mm-hmm. So doing those playoffs, we actually went to the playoffs the freshman year. In that playoff game, man, I got crushed. I got beat like 2 times, like bombs. Mm-hmm. Like they just picked on me. Yeah. And then I saw we were picking up running backs during the playoff time. And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm on the team. Why are we picking up people during playoff time? Okay, they really just don't know.
Yeah.
But so the next year comes sophomore. No. Sophomore year come. Mm-hmm. I'm playing JV. Mm-hmm. 3, 4, 5 touchdowns a game in JV, killing them.
Right.
I'm telling Coach Seabrooks, please tell Coach Spiritual or somebody what I'm doing here in JV.
Right.
So apparently he tells Coach, Coach ain't trying to hear all that. I'm running my mouth, blah, blah, play defense, blah, blah. So during my sophomore season, Carlos gets hurt. Mm-hmm. He's a school all-time leading rusher. After that game, I think we were about 2-4.
Right.
So that very next week is going to be up to me and McKinley. Coach like, you and McKinley rotate. Who going to win? I look at McKinley go, McKinley, don't worry about this. This over with.
Yeah.
So from then on out, it was a wrap.
Yeah. So you step into that role. Coming into it though, tell me first experience getting into the playoffs. You know what I mean? You said you got picked on in situations. What was the bounce back like getting ready to go into that sophomore year, the summer? Like what was the work that you put in, knowing that, you're on a team full of guys that there's plenty of talent right there.
Ron, a lot of people don't know this, but if you grew up in Joe Johnson or you went to Jake's Barbershop when I was in high school, they saw me running right. Bridges, running over at Pearl. Right. Always playing football at a Watkins Spargo all the time. Mm-hmm. So when people just think, oh, he just got out of the bed to do this.
Right.
No. Right. That wasn't the case. Mm-hmm. I was doing some other. Now, they may not see me do it over at Pearl, right? But I was doing stuff on my own. Mm-hmm. Because, listen, if you're going to talk like I'm going to talk, your ass better be good.
And see, stop right there.
Because I'm talking cash money shit.
Pause right there. See, this is where I'm telling y'all, the viewers, you're in the boom boom room with me and Santonio Beard, Ron Slay. Listen, I tell people all the time, they like, man, why you talk so much? One, when I talk, I know I got to back it up. This is the splitting, listen people, this is the splitting image of me. I'm telling y'all, like,
yes.
Hey, man, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you had to witness it. What he was doing in football motivated me in basketball. Like, man, I know I can get out here and do this and take off. Like, it was no question. And talking that talk, especially around our city at that time, you better be able to back it up. And you backed it up. So going into that sophomore year, Lowe still got the keys to the team as far as running back position. Lowe's go down, you get moved into that spot. You tell Mac Young automatically, I got this. The first time you got back in that backfield, what were you thinking?
You know what? It never. Yeah, it was the sophomore year. It was Hillwood.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Hillwood game. I believe I touched it first time, broke one, and felt good. It felt like old times. It felt like old times. But initially, when I first got back there, my ass was running not to get fucking touched.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Yeah.
No, I'm not taking no big hits or whatever. Yeah. I'm finna outrun y'all.
My boy gonna get to that sideline and y'all can forget about it.
I'm finna outrun y'all. It was like that for probably about 2 or 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was like I'm just running just to run, street ball running for about 2 or 3 games. I got used to it. I got this tempo of speed. Then once I got used to it, it was night.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. And so all this spotlight was huge on the team. So you got the defense stepping up. You're on the same team with John Henderson. The spotlight's on him, but it's slowly shifting. Man, y'all got to get over here and see this running back that they got.
One thing I can say, so once I became the starter and we went through the playoffs or whatever, I can be honest and say when Carlos came back, he could have been a dick to me.
Right.
He wasn't even no dick. He pretty much looked at me. It was his senior year. He was a school all-time leading rusher at the time. And I can tell you the honest God truth, not that because we on here.
Right.
The man never went out his way to say no bullshit to me or no shit like that. He pretty much anything I wanted to know or asked him, he did it. He went to another position. So I always had respect for him. He never said it out the way or nigga, blah, 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 blah. No shit like that.
Right.
Straight up show me. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I could have done it.
That's what I was about to say.
I don't know if I could have done it if it was the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You like, how do you lose? You lose your starting job, you know what I mean, because of injury. Something unfortunate happened, but then you come back and you're able to play. So that's what when I'm talking about Pearl and we talk about Pearl, the camaraderie and the family and togetherness, man, it wasn't no me bigger than the team. Man, we all had one goal, man, and everybody was gonna fit in that goal. And if you wasn't, I'm gonna be real, you was gonna be out the way. So salute the Lowe's for coming back, you know what I mean, and showing love. Like
so here's the thing. A lot of people think because it was a lot of personalities on the team that we had a lot of commotion.
Right.
It really wasn't a lot of commotion. To be honest with you, I probably was the most outgoing talking shit person on the team.
Guaranteed.
To be honest with you, you know, Ron, you was there. I was the one getting shit started at the club.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
One thing said, it's on site.
Immediately, anywhere though. That was the crazy.
Yeah, one thing said, it's on site.
Anywhere. Yes. Okay, so
because I had what used to hear. I used to go to the little team, going to the team party, and all this stuff. And we awful, y'all bad, y'all ain't never been good. Your team ain't never won the playoffs before. Y'all garbage. Okay, we finna change all this. Let's see when we start winning what the narrative gonna be.
And it went just like that. Now
we win my sophomore year.
Talk about that. Talk about that run though. When things started to turn around, especially after that Father Ryan game. Talk about when things started to turn around, you know what I mean, and people leaning on you more, tote the ball, the defense with Coach Gillum involved, starting to turn around. Talk about all that, the influence of Coach Fitzgerald and everything. Talk about that.
So check this out. You know how You played on many teams. You know how all a team really need is a spark.
Yep.
Because to be honest with you, it wasn't like something came over us and we transformed into some other shit.
Right.
It was the same players on the team.
Mm-hmm.
We were 4. I became running back. We got a spark, and we went on a run.
Right.
And a lot of times, all it takes is a different type of energy. And woo, I always about to say, nobody wants to mess up for the other person.
Right.
That's where it comes down to. No, fuck that. He doing his job. He doing his job. He doing his job. I don't want to be the one to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that went down. And then, true, man, people might not admit this, but when we got to the state, we had trash bags for our bags.
Yeah.
We had black hefty trash bags where people throw their shit away in, where we put our equipment in going to the state championship at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Black trash bags.
We pull up in the tunnel. People got black trash bags to go into the locker room. We come out there to play against a team. It was Knox Halls the first time.
Knox Halls.
Knox Halls, man, who was coming from East Tennessee, supposed to be well coached. The coach's son play on their team. Like it's bubbling. Nobody expected Pearl to be there. First of all, second of all, nobody expected them to win the championship. Like it was no question. But you there now. You got a key role in it. Stepping onto that field at Vanderbilt. What was that? What was that like, man? You stepping on the field. What were you feeling? Looking up in the crowd.
I'm feeling like I'm a star because it's 5 minutes away from Joe Johnson.
Right.
I know Joe Johnson is gonna be in the building.
Yeah, definitely gonna be in the building.
Ryan, you remember they used to have them chants? You know how we used to sing, "I'm so glad I go to PCH."
Yeah.
When they used to say, "I'm so glad that T is from Joe Johnson."
Yeah. Hey man,
You remember them chants?
so real. Listen, man, there was a whole community behind him. Not only behind the team, but behind him. Like, you know what I mean? Like the city, you got West Nashville and North Nashville who came together, who wasn't seeing eye to eye. So the program and the winning did more than for just the school. It did it for the communities. You know what I mean? Like West Nashville, Joe Johnson wasn't getting along. Hands down, ain't no question. Put it together, start winning, man, all that stuff ceased, man. All that stuff ceased. So you run out there, you feeling like a star. It's time to show out.
Yeah.
The lights are the brightest they can be. As bright as they can be. Take me through that game. Take me through that game a little bit.
Hey, first of all, I'm big-eyed, and we on the stage at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I got to show. We got to put on the show for these people.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
When the lights are brightest, that's when I'm at my best.
Right.
So as I'm winning, I'm talking cash money shit to the other team all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as our team goes, I really only get mad about a couple of people. That's my lineman. Right. Me and Al, we stay into it.
Yeah.
Me and Big Al stays into it about something. But I knew how to push Al buttons to piss him off to where he gonna pancake some motherfuckers.
Right.
And Gates are coming between us. Come on now, keep that shit. Yeah. And then sometimes they used to be mad at me sometimes, and they used to miss blocks purposely. And I knew they did that shit purposely because I'm saying some shit to them they don't like. But we had them game between us, but only us three knew.
Right. Hey, and that's what I don't want to be overlooked. As phenomenal you were as a running back, you had an O-line in front of you. Big Rick, Big Al, Big Reggie, Gates. Was Hodge maybe?
No.
Hodge went on-line. Who was at the center? Was Wesley at center then? Bahama. Wesley. So you had some guys that were clearing the way and letting you go do your thing out there. You get a first championship, black man. What was that feeling like, man? First championship.
Unreal. It was unbelievable. It was like a fairy tale. Like, this really, you know how Kevin Garnett said anything's possible?
Mm-hmm.
for Pearl Cone to win the state, anything is possible. For a school that had never won a playoff game in the program history.
Right.
Not only do we win the playoff game, we win the whole thing.
Yeah. See, so you go from that to winning the championship. All the schools started reaching out then. So tell me about who you were being recruited by at that time, because you in the state of Tennessee. Big Joe got the spotlight on us already. Buck's a Hume Award winner. He got the spotlight on us. Tell me what that was like. You know what I mean? Because you still going back to the projects. Like people like he's still going back to the projects after the game. You know.
See, here's the thing though.
Talk to me.
That's the thing. Here's the thing though. After the first championship and all that, I really wasn't cared about number of girls. I wasn't really into it. I want to go to college. I know I'm going, but I don't really care about that stuff.
Right.
All I care about is playing, getting back at it the next year, and going to the parties, getting the girls. I'm not even caring about the little college stuff. I see Buck go. He gets, he qualifies to go to UT, and everybody's looking at John. I don't care about none of that stuff. I just won the MVP of the Clinic Bowl.
Right.
And where the girls at? Where the party? Where the Malibu? Let's go.
Hey, man.
I don't give a damn about that other shit.
So real. So going in.
I want to where the women at.
Yeah, I know what my boy wanted to know. I know what he wanted to know. So going into that junior year, coming off of that, the team coming back loaded. Coach is still intact. Now it's an expectation amongst the team, but not outside. I think everybody still thought, man, that's a fluke, man. They just got lucky. They went on a good run. You know what I mean? It's still not giving you the credit that you deserve at this point either. You know what I mean? Like, man, he got a great line by blocking for him. Anybody can run like that. So it's now it's time to come back and repeat that.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I go in the 6th game of the year, and at the end of that season, I got about 1,500 yards. So the next year, which is my junior year, it ain't even our confidence so high on the team. I'm so motherfucking arrogant as a football player. You can't say nothing to me.
Right.
I'm gonna talk bad about your mama, your team, your coach, all that.
Yeah, everything.
I'm going to pretty much tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to 150 on them, 200 on them, $150 on them. Hey, coach, number 17 scared. Yeah. Oh, I'm talking all kind of cash. I'll expect it to the local metro schools, far as Maplewood, White Creek, Stratford, and all of them.
Yep.
They paid a price for beating our ass earlier in them years.
Yes.
Because every time I played them, I wanted to punish them.
Yes. And that's what happened. And that was definitely
and as a matter of fact, to be honest with you, we never lost to any of them, but we lost to White Creek one game. For all the black school area, we whooped their ass.
Yeah.
Up and down the board.
Thanks. So, yeah. And it happened just like that. So the confidence is growing, and you still playing both ways.
Yes. So after the junior years, during the junior year, and not only that, me and John both, Metro School had never had this, 2 Mr. Football winners on one team, one on defense, one on offense.
This is the junior years. People, listen to me, viewers. You're in the Boom Boom Room. Ron Slade, my guest, Santonio Beard. Mr. Football on the same team. Offensively and defensively. Yours as a junior.
Yes.
It's tough.
John was a senior at the time.
It's tough, people. Now, we going into when you come back, the defense is pitching shutouts left and right. Going through this junior season. What's your mentality? What's your mentality this season?
No one can beat us. We the best. The first game of the season, I believe it was who's that beat us? Was A little private school beat us by 1 point, 22, 23, something like that.
Yep. And in that, how many touchdowns did you have called back? It was 1 or 2 touchdowns called back in that game.
I lose a couple.
Yeah, just miraculously, touchdowns just called back.
Yeah. So after that game, we go on to lose no more games, and nobody even scores on us in the playoffs.
No points scored. You on a tear. The team's on the tear. Defense clowning. Get to the championship.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you how cold this team was. And I'm gonna be real with you. If JR don't get hurt the first half, I don't win the MVP of the Clinic Bowl. He does. Because him and Danny tore it up in the first half. They playing us 9-man box, 8-man box. They stuffing it so I don't get nothing. JR man to man, he crushing them. Amen. So unfortunately he gets hurt, and then I just take it all the way in. But we were beating the hell out of them so bad that you could have gave it to pretty much anybody. Right. But me being I won it last year and I rushed for over 100 some odd yards with a couple of touchdowns, they gave it to me. But JR could have got it if he stayed healthy and was in the game. Hey man, now I want to tell y'all something, man. This is the Boom Boom Room unfiltered. This is what I always love about Black Man, Santonio Bill. And the man gonna tell the truth, especially from his perspective. Like anybody could have been like, you know what I mean, and man, I was supposed to get it, this, that, and the other, but the man being honest, man, like JR was killing that game. Lord have mercy. Hey man, touchdown left and right, man. So it was a threat, man, on any part of the field, anywhere they wanted to match up at. Railroad, just railroad them. You know what I mean? So now all the talent's gone. Yeah. Going into your senior year. So check this out, Ron. So check this out. So now it's, they want to stay back to back. They had the line. They had John. Now let's see what he does when they not there. Right. His senior year. Guess what, Ron? More touchdowns when all them left. Right. More yards when all them left. Still 13-1 when all of them leave. Oh, Ron, guess what? 2-time Mr. Football winner. Won it again when they left. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, you know what? Guess what, Ron? Sometimes when I be seeing them put their high school list on, I get so mad when they put me on them lists. Yeah. You know why? Why? I got 2 Mr. Motherfucking Football. Don't put me on no motherfucking list. Yeah. None of them lists heard of me. Don't put me on no list. You had the epitome of it. You had the epitome of it. Yeah, you the epitome. Don't put no nigga who had one listen. And then they be trying to compare me with dudes that had 1,500 yards rushing their whole career. I had that in half a season my sophomore year. Talk boy. Talk boy. So, to make this clarification for people that can hear this, I'm a 2-time state winner, a 2-time Mr. Football winner. Come on now. I won every award that was in high school for 2 years in a row. So, anybody in Metro, anybody at Whites Creek, Hunters Lane, Maplewood or Stratford, if any one of y'all can, which I know y'all can't, I understand that. I should put up, you know how they do those, they make these little lists out, the top 5 this, top 5 that. Let's put out the Metro's top 5 2-time Mr. Football winners. The list starts and ends with me. Yes, sir. So please, moving forward, do not put me on no list with none of these regular ass Metro Nashville ass people. Leave my man off the list. Leave my man off the list. See, that's what's real about it. That's real about it. Please. And you come back that senior year, and if it wasn't for, it was a call made. Listen. Huh? It was a call made in the game in the playoffs. And they tried to say you fumbled the ball.
everybody that went back and looked at the tape knows you did not fumble the ball. Versus
I'm in the end zone. Yeah, I'm in the end zone. Mm-hmm. It's touchdown. But here's the thing, though. They didn't want to see us go 3P like that.
Right.
So, Ron, you think if we were 3-peated, oh my God.
Hey man.
Are you kidding me? But this is what made me so mad. What was them niggas looking at to think that there was a product of people that made me?
Right.
This is what I don't get at. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Ron. We never had a 2,000 yard rusher at Pearl.
Yeah. Fact.
So I don't understand. I mean, everybody was still on the team.
Right.
But it used to insult me when I used to hear people say that, well, you know, we got that line, everybody's all big, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, when everybody left, I ran for more touchdowns and I ran for more yards. But yeah, so, I really wanted to get it off my chest.
That's real. So
people, please do y'all homework before y'all put me on these lists.
Yeah.
If a dude ain't won Mr. Football 2 times, please don't bring up Santonio Beard.
That is. You can stamp that. You can stamp that in the boom boom room. Stamp that, people. Leave it right there. Don't touch it no more. Do not touch it no more. The people went crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen. So now you get ready. I want to ask you a question. How, during the recruiting process, why did you pick Alabama? I know the family loves Alabama without a doubt. But you had picked Tennessee first. You're committed to Tennessee. Then you went back to Alabama, committed to Alabama. Tell me what that process was like, Black.
Well, I always knew where I was wanting to go.
Right.
But sometimes people can persuade you to do other shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of persuaded to commit to UT.
Right.
Knowing I wasn't gonna go there.
Yeah. So,
and I got home. All y'all went up to UT. I enjoyed that. I knew that was gonna go down, but I wasn't gonna go. I wanted to go to Alabama since 1992 when I saw them win the national championship in New Orleans on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's been roll tide for me ever since. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get it twisted. When I was up in Milford, Philip Fulmer was calling every day.
Right.
Matter of fact, I had teammates to answer the phone because up in Milford, our phone was the pay phone in the hallway.
Yeah, the community. Y'all had a community phone. That's how it was at Oak Hill. We had community phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Coach Philip Fulmer calling. I'm telling other people, man, pick it up, tell them whatever, tell them this, tell them that. Yeah. But to be honest with you, I was never gonna go to UT. Alabama was a spot for me. But you know, it have you thinking. All these people talking, they'll tell you where you from Tennessee, and it'll probably be best for you to go to school in Tennessee, and woo to this, woo to that. You're gonna get this, get that. Now, I don't know about you, Ron, but a lot of that shit people be talking be overrated.
Oh no, it'd be false. It's a false sense of reality a lot of times.
That shit don't really work like that.
Mm-hmm. They don't.
Because I remember going to Alabama, since we moving forward, me going to Alabama now.
Right.
I remember going there as a true freshman, and I wanted to quit.
Yeah. What was that like stepping on campus up there at Alabama, and it's loaded. Y'all loaded. This ain't.
So here's the deal. So if I'm getting recruited. Then this parents listen to this. Your kids should really listen to this.
Pull the phone back a little bit, Black man. Pull the phone back a little bit.
All right,
yeah, right there. Yep.
As I'm getting recruited, you know they calling me every day. Blah blah. I go to the school. You know they got the girls there for me. They take care of the family. Whatever you want. Big steaks and shrimps. You know what it is. You get hand steaks, all that. But once camp started, not one coach spoke to me.
Really?
It was all about the veterans.
Really?
And at this time, we got will be the future NFL MVP, Sean Alexander, at running back. So the coach ain't studying me.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't used to that.
Right.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I get on special teams, kickoff return. First they wanted to redshirt me, then they said, "Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We want you to play. We see, you running back kicks in practice, and you fast, so you can be on kickoff team, tackle some people." So I got on that, but it was very, very frustrating because Ron, when you're in college, it's not just football that's got you going on. Right. It's all the other stuff around you.
Right.
You got class work. You got girls. You got other people. You got home. What's going on there? If you got sisters or brothers, okay. If you're from where we from, you ain't getting no money every day sent to you.
Right.
So you got dealing with being broke and all this stuff because you ain't playing yet. So there's a lot of stuff that creeps in your mind. So I go in. So after that's over with, we win the SEC championship as a freshman.
Right.
But what's so crazy? Joe Nim and Buck had won it, and Reggie had won it the previous year in '98. So they come out winning state championships and winning SEC championships and national championships.
Right.
So my first year, we win the SEC championship, and then the next year, we get put on probation for all kinds of stuff. So my second year at Alabama was horrible.
Yeah.
I tore my ACL. I redshirted as a sophomore, and we got a new coach. So once I did start playing, I thought that our coach was really racist.
Yeah.
His name was Dennis Franchione. So let me tell you a story behind it to let you know why I feel that he was racist.
Okay, talk to him.
So 2002 is homecoming. We're playing Ole Miss, Eli Manning.
Right.
I set the school record with 5 touchdowns in one game. I get the game ball from CBS. I get the interview after the game with Jill Arrington. Hey, Jill. But I get the interview with her after the game over with. I go into the locker room. I just know Coach gonna give me the game ball. This motherfucker get a game ball to the punter.
This after you done set a record. You done set a record.
I done set the school record at Alabama for most touchdowns in the game. The coach gives the game ball to the punter. So I asked my position coach, why did he do that? He said 2 things. He said one thing, Lane punted with a hurt leg. He had an MCL torn, which that don't matter. Who gives the game ball to a punter?
Right.
And the second thing he said, Coach wants you to be more like another guy on the team. This guy was a black guy. He didn't say too much. He did pretty much everything that the coaches wanted him to do. But all guys are not the same. We're not machines.
Right.
My background and upbringing is different from his. So I'm not going to be no token.
Yeah.
If I feel that something's not right, I'm going to say something about it.
Right.
Boy, wrong. They wish that social media wasn't like it was today than it was when I was doing.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm telling you, some of the stuff I went through being down there, and some of the shit coaches used to say would have racial undertones.
Right.
I would have reported it, and I would have said stuff. But because we was powerless, we had to take that.
Right.
Whatever they want to say, call you a jigabug, a monkey, whatever they want to tell you, you just got to look at them and take it.
Yeah.
So this man gave the punter the game ball. So being at Alabama with all this stuff going on, man, you got the school, you got the classroom, you got at nighttime being out at bars, the white boys calling you niggers.
Yeah.
All that stuff, they flying the rebel flags, all that stuff going on. You got your family at home. Then the coaches made me not have the love for the game no more. They took it politics-wise. So that next year, I didn't give a damn whether I was drafted, whether I went free agent. I was leaving.
Now, see, that was my next question. What made you leave so early and not come back that next year? Would y'all have still been on probation when you came back, or
no? Actually, our last year of probation was the year I came out.
Okay. Scoot the phone back, Black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, okay.
So the reason why it didn't even matter whether or not I was going to be drafted or not. I just couldn't take school no more. I couldn't take this coach being with me, playing with my emotions. A lot of stuff going on. He got me feeling down because he played like I'm the starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't announce me as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
He announced some other guy, but starts me.
Wow.
He want to play mind games with me.
Yeah.
So I really got tired of that. Really, when I told them I was coming out, they wanted to play with me because he was like, well, I don't want you coming out. You know how it is, Ron. People don't know you in college, but coaches can control what's going on.
Without a doubt, they can control the narrative.
So when you don't do what they ask you to do, they gonna bad mouth you to the scouts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't this. And one coach told the scouts that I told him, which I didn't, that if I wasn't going, that if I didn't play football, all I was gonna do is live a life of crime. He actually told a scout this. Like they was
really?
when they found out they were backdoor you. So it was not only the football stuff, emotionally, I was done, man. I didn't even love the game no more. All I wanted, see, here's the difference. A lot of guys who play long love the game.
Right.
Guys who play short time love what the game brings to them.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't love the game no more. I just loved the perks that it brought to me.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't give a fuck no more, whether I played it or not.
Right.
I was gonna do me, and when I tell you, listen. So the last game of my junior year, we was in Hawaii. We was out there, and I'm telling you, I smoked it down.
Yeah.
We smoked so much weed out the game of Hawaii, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, that game of Hawaii is in January.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the combine in February.
Right.
So I got weed still in my system.
Yeah.
So what some idiots thinking that I was smoking the night before or some shit before I went to the combine, no. I smoked in January.
Right.
And we use Hawaii bogus. We can go to bogus. We was on probation.
Right. Right.
So we used this bogus. And when I was out there and I knew I was gonna leave, man, me and a bunch of dudes, man, we sat out there on the island and got lit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the UConn girls basketball team was out there. I don't want to say the name who was out there.
Right.
But 5 members of the UConn girls basketball team was out there at the same time.
And y'all was getting it in. And y'all was getting it in. I know it.
Exactly. So that goes on to the draft combine and all that stuff. So I get to the combine, I test positive for marijuana. Which is cool. I knew it was going to happen. No one else did.
Right.
So that progress went on with that, and the coaches saying backstabbing stuff about me on top of the test took me from originally supposed to be drafted in the 5th round to free agent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once I started out going to Oakland. Then I went back to the CFL, then I went back to Denver. So when I was out there in Denver, everything was all good. Check this out, Ron.
Yeah.
The next following week, I'm due up. We get 2 running backs hurt. I'm due up. So on Tuesday, we go to practice, right?
Yeah.
Coach tell me, I'm due up off the practice squad. I'm going to play next week. How about it got swept on the rug, nothing happened, boy. But how about on that Wednesday we go out, I get pulled over with a girl in the car. You know, she's doing entanglement things to me.
Yeah.
We go over, and I get a DUI.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Coach Shanahan makes it go under the rug, but tells me, I'm gonna keep you on practice squad. I didn't need you to do this. You was gonna be up this week to play.
Right.
So once that happened, and I felt that it was gonna go downhill, all the thing I did next round, you would have thought I was the number one pick in the draft the way I kicked it in the league.
Yeah.
It was no longer about football no more.
Right.
With me, it was what was the perks football can give me.
Mm-hmm.
It was no more the love of the game. That was done.
Right.
I didn't give a damn if I played another season.
Yeah.
I went into this saying I'm gonna be a 5-year, 10-year vet in the NFL, and that's gonna blah blah blah. I went into it only wanting to make it to the NFL.
Right. Right.
That was the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not be the last as long as I wanted to, but goddamn, if you Googled me, it's gonna tell you goddamn that I was an NFL motherfucking player.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Others may say, but I got motherfucking pins and pamphlets every goddamn day that comes to me.
Yeah.
From his alumni.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still getting perks.
Right.
So, hey, no, I maybe not never ran a touchdown or never tossed a sweep for 50 yards in the game, but I got the perks and benefits, and you can't tell me I didn't make it there.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, making it. So go ahead.
So that was pretty much the big thing. So once my last place was Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
I made the team. I was going to get I was going to go have the MRI done to complete the physical. Then they told me I had a chronic ACL tear in my other knee. I already had surgery in my right knee in college. It had my left, and now I tore my left knee. So after that happened, that's when I figured it's a wrap for me. Now it's time to move on into real world stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what was that? What was that like? See, what was that? Able to put that down, that transition into the reality, into the real world.
That transition, I'm gonna tell you, if you hadn't been through stuff in your life before, if you hadn't grew up the way I grew up, if you hadn't been mentally tough, Ron, I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably would have done something to myself.
Before you go any further, like this is what I tell people all the time, man. The transition from sports and making it pro and having success in college and all that, and then all of a sudden the next day, like it's nothing that gradually stops. Like, all right, you got 5 more games, you got 2 more years. When sports stop, it stops. Like you wake up the next day and it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, man, if you ain't never been through nothing like, dude, and even honestly, even if you have been through something, you know what I mean, it's still something different to cope with because you ain't never been through it. You know what I mean? Like I never officially retired. Like they can call me today and I'm gone. You know what I mean? Like, and I know I can't get out there like I could. Not for 40-something games, but it's still, man, like it's different because, man, the depression set in and it ain't you feel sorry for yourself. It's just like, shit, what I'm finna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I've been doing all my life. Yes. Now I gotta go find something else to do. So talk about, continue on with that. What that feeling was like.
So doing that transition, you don't know what you're gonna do next. You're just sitting around thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? Who am I gonna call? So you kind of think about, well, everybody always tell you when you get done, mess with the people from college or mess with the people you know gonna mess with you.
Right.
Well, those facts ain't always true.
No.
So when you make these calls, oh really, boo? And then there's call after call after call, and people say, yo, next week, next month, yeah, we got you. Blah, blah. Then you realize, you know what? Ain't nobody got me. I gotta go get it for my damn self. So you gotta make your own ways. People gonna be here saying that it's whatever, and then you hear that's him, blah blah blah. So you just, and for me, it's about listen. I gotta get some kind of hustle and get it real fast because these NFL checks that I was getting ain't coming no more.
Right.
So you better go out and get you something real fast. So I went back to school to finish, and during the course of me going back, I was used to them $5,000 a week checks. I got back to college. Next thing I know, during my course of traveling, playing ball, I meet certain people.
Right.
Then next thing I know, I'm down there. I'm back in college at Alabama, finishing up school. I'm in a fraternity frat house selling cocaine.
This is fact. Listen, man, y'all in the boom boom room, man. It's unfiltered. I'm here with Santonio Beard. I'm the host, Ron Slate. Y'all saw in the earlier interviews after the transition with John. John talked about 2 separate occasions of putting the gun to his chin. Like, this is real life, people. Like, the glitz and glamour, don't get caught up in that, man. We are human beings like everybody else. You know what I mean? And when that thing stops, it's different.
So Ron,
So take me on.
Want me to tell you why I didn't do it? Why that never occurred to me? Because I was such an asshole. And I was so fucking arrogant. I was like, it's beneath me to do this to myself. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what helped me.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Santonio.
Right.
But trust me, there were dark days where you, man, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Fuck that. I'm going to go out here and do this and do that. And then next thing I know, I'm in the basement of fraternity houses selling cocaine to 19-year-olds.
Right. Right.
So before they go out, I come downstairs with a big bag, Coke, a gram, to give them to all the kids. They tell the freshmen in college, oh, hey, Santonio, oh my God, it's you. I remember you when I was young when you were playing for Bama. Roll Tide, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's wild. Now, how long did that last, T?
That's what we done. Huh?
How long did that last?
Say what now?
How long did that last before you finished up and finished up school?
Well, that lasted until I got arrested 5 days before graduation.
For real?
Yes.
See, I didn't know that.
Not only that, I got arrested. Not only did that, the guy who I was doing it with
Mm-hmm.
was a former player at Alabama. The guy who I was working with, not only was he a former player at Alabama, he also was an undercover narcotic agent.
For real? Wow.
So my teammate who I was down in Alabama hustling was an undercover narcotic agent. I didn't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So I'm down doing my thing, talking to him, we drinking, going back and forth. I give him a little bit of whatever, and then before you know it, they come to me the head police officer. They don't go, wait a minute, bring him in. They bring my boy in with his badge. He's so ashamed he can get his head up.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So what was that feeling? Once you get to that point, now you can't, it's 5 days before graduation. All that, so what happened with that? You still graduated, you still was able to get your degree?
I mean, I gotta go down there and do the paperwork for it, but hell, once I got out of Alabama, I wanted to stay away from that. They end up giving me 10 years of probation, and I walked that down and was over with. And then from then on out, I just started being in business for myself. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I go to Alabama for speaking engagements and autograph signings, make a little money doing that down through there doing that. But outside of that, I don't really, to be honest with you, fuck with that situation no more in Alabama, because it takes me back to a place when I got arrested.
Right. So looking back on it, Black, before we wrap up, looking back on it, what would you do anything differently than you did? You know what I mean, as far as choosing schools. Did you feel like you would have transferred? Looking back on it.
What I would have done differently, what I advise anybody to do now is have conversations with people that have gone through those things.
There you go.
See, when I was coming through, John and them was doing their own thing, you was doing your thing. Why I'm gonna call y'all going through the same shit I'm going through? Y'all don't have the answers.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
A lot don't got the answers. But now, since there's a lot of other guys that have gone through this, people can reach out and ask for, hey, how does this go through? How does this help? How does this help? But most of the time, I don't reach out to people because I don't want people to think I'm trying to tell them what to do with their life.
Right.
Because I know how I was at 17, 18. If you're a man and you ain't never been in my life before, and now I'm getting ready to go off to college, I'm getting ready to go to the pros, why are you trying to mention this shit to me now? I don't need nothing. I don't need you to say nothing. Just me good luck.
Yeah.
I'll let trying to be in my corners over with.
Right.
So really, kids in high school, I never try to reach out to people because I don't want anybody to think, I'm trying to be a bandwagon, I'm trying to hop on their success. Hey, listen, to be honest with you, I don't want your successes. Probably, matter of fact, 95 or 99% of the time, his high school career wasn't even better than mine.
Right.
So all I want to do is just give them support and tell them what to look out for because it's more than college than just playing the sport. You're still a human being. You still have feelings and emotions and things are going to take place around you all the time that's outside of sports. And you still got to deal with regular life stuff.
Right. Now, what you got when you got that now that you're able to bridge the gap, you know what I mean? If someone wants to reach out to you, give me some game on how kids should handle, because today is totally different. Before kids even get to college, they got 1 million followers on Instagram, like it's the head blown up, this, that, and the other. What would you say to a kid now that's going through the recruiting process, feeling like he the man, not realizing once you get to college, man, it's gonna start over. Just like you said, you a 2-time Mr. Football winner, on everybody's radar, state champ, everything, and then you get up there and you got to sit behind Sean Alexander, and rightfully so. At this time, he's proven. You know what I mean? How do you deal with that mentally? What would you tell the kids how to walk through that?
Well, I tell you, before you get to school, you better humble yourself and realize, hey, that high school stuff means nothing in college.
Right.
It means absolutely nothing. And you better realize what that college told you to get you. Once he gets you on that campus and you sign that letter of intent and you get to practice, all that stuff he told you goes down the drain. I'm gonna tell you right now, all college coaches lie.
Yeah.
What you think, Ron?
I totally
you think all college coaches lie?
I totally agree. It's very seldom. I think my experiences, hands down, ain't no question that the guys that I had in high school, Coach Fitzgerald and Coach Smith at Oak Hill, was the only ones that kept it real with me. You know what I mean? Because I don't think their job didn't really depend on them winning or losing with me. You know what I mean? When you get to college, man, it's a business. They say the pro game is a business, but man, when you get to college, that's a business right there. Like, it's different, man. Like, they're gonna promise you stuff, but once you get up there, man, it's up to you to start from scratch. You know what I mean? They ain't telling you about the 2-time such and such winner that's ahead of you or none of that. Like, and then it's almost that same energy that they giving you on the phone recruiting you. Man, after practice, I never saw a head coach. Ever. Like, it was over. You better get in touch with the Dogo, Coach Grant. That was my guy. And Coach, what's my man's name? I can't believe I forgot his name. But he was, them was my guys, man. Like, them are the people that I could get in touch with if I needed to talk or something. But the head coach, you can forget about it. But you got to be strong-willed and know your worth and know what you bring to the program also.
So check this out, Ron. This is what really changed me. Okay, so we in the game, and the rule is, if you fumble, you come out. So there was an option pitch to me. I felt it was too wide. The coaches felt I could have got it. I fumbled. The other team got it. So they brought me out. So the head coach that we have, he brought some players with him. One of the guys fumbled in the game, and he didn't come out. So of course, I'm gonna be the one to say something.
Right.
Hold on, coach. Position coach.
Right.
Coach, you told me that if you fumble, you come out the game.
Right.
Position coach told me, Santonio, I got a job too.
That's how it is.
So yeah, I can pull that dude out the game, but the head coach tell me keep him in. That's what I gotta do. We know we got perimeters and rules that were set if you do this, you come out. But the head coach said keep him back in. I said, wait a minute, coach. That ain't how we do it. He said, Santonio, I got a family, and I got to feed my family about too. So so basically, damn.
Yeah. That's wicked. That's ugly. On this last thing, tell me what the city, because I know everywhere on my journey that I done went, you know what I mean? They know I'm from Nashville, Cashville. It is what it is, and I rep it to the fullest, and it means a lot to me. Tell me what the city meant for you on your upbringing.
Oh, man. It meant a lot. I mean, I don't care if I was in Tuscaloosa, Oakland, Green Bay. I'm repping Nashville to the fullest. Right. Always. Hey, listen, even in college, I'm repping it. Nashville tough, to be honest with you, man. I mean, growing up in Nashville with Joe Johnson made me, humbled me. I mean, had me be mentally tough. And I can tell you right now, that's the main thing as a college athlete. Not just your skill, not just your good. You got to be mentally tough. Because there's going to be more down times than there's going to be good times.
Right.
And if you can't come back after, you done messed up and you ain't played, maybe not play this game, or maybe not play 10 minutes. And you know how coaches do. They got to play with your head. And then if you can't, when they put you back in, if you can't do the thing, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Get you out of there.
It's over there. Come on, man. Next man.
On to the next. There you go. I was just going to say that. On to the next one. On to the next one.
And you may see so many come to college, so many Mr. Basketballs or Mr. Footballs, they don't even make it to the season. They're done because of other stuff. It ain't the football stuff.
Facts.
They're done because they're not used to being in an environment with that many people.
Yeah.
They're done because they can't get up and get to class. I mean, it's thousands of reasons why they're done. It ain't even got to do with football. So a lot of times when you see people playing, you realize why he ain't playing no more. And people like, wow, he was good. I wonder what happened. It ain't got nothing to do with football. Or basketball or any sport. It's other stuff. It's more mental than anything. I'll tell anybody, me going to Pearl, me being with Coach Fitzgerald, got me mentally tough. I mean, listen. Me and Coach Fitzgerald bump heads.
Right.
You know, I'm going touchdown and shit. I'm putting my hat on like I'm in the league on the bench in high school. Coach Fitzgerald come in, take that goddamn hat off. Take this shit off. Who the fuck you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Coach Fitzgerald was hard on me, man. Come on, Coach. I'm going 3-4 touchdowns a game, Coach. You got to be that tough. But guess what? I needed that.
Right.
If he just let me do what I wanted to do, I wouldn't be mentally tough enough. But see, a lot of people don't know this. I ran hard most of the time because Coach Fitzgerald saying something slick to me. Coach saying, other back better than you. You don't want this, Santonio. Yeah. You don't want this shit. You ain't ready.
Yeah.
You don't want this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
It got to the point. I wasn't even playing against the other team. I was playing against Coach Fitzgerald.
Right.
Because I know he gonna say something out the way to me. Like he didn't treat me like I was a star of the team. Man, listen, Coach Fitzgerald put me in the Malibu, the bull ring, all that, bro.
I remember.
Bro, do you remember the passes I came out there with jeans on?
When you came with jeans on, and you said he was like, man, you need to go back and change. No, matter of fact, change right here. You just had to put your pants on over your clothes right there. Then he put you in the bull ring. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yes, sir. Hey, man, that's one thing I can say, man. That man, Coach Fitzgerald, is a hell of a motivator, man. Like, regardless of X's and O's or whatever, man, on pure willpower and motivation, dog, you run through the wall for him, man. I'm gonna be real.
And let me say one thing. Let me say one thing before it's over with, Ron.
Okay.
To Miss Fitzgerald, to Buck, to Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know how many fathers Coach Fitzgerald was to how many people that didn't have one.
Talk.
For most part, Coach Fitzgerald was the only man that some of us ever talked to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many people know this, but Ron, you know what? When I didn't get drafted, and I wasn't really disappointed that other people was.
Right.
But when that didn't happen for me, Coach Fitzgerald called me over to Pearl Cone. He didn't talk about none of it. All he did was pray for me, ask if I needed anything. I told him no. He said if I need something to call him. But I can tell you right there, he wasn't down on me. He told me, hey, man, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to do it. It wasn't an issue.
Mm-hmm.
He was there.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to talk down. I tried to tell you that. I told you this, I told you that. He was there for me. He prayed for me, prayed with me.
Yeah.
And one thing I could say, there's not a lot of male figures that ever been in my life that I got respect for than Coach Fitzgerald.
Hey, man. Boy, you got me chills right there. That's real. You know what I mean? Like, that's cold, man. And I don't think people understand, like you said, people don't understand it. You know what I mean? And I don't think nobody takes it for granted, but, man, to have an influence like that in your life at that age, man, that carry a long way, man.
A lot of us didn't have father figures.
Exactly.
But most of us didn't.
Right.
And the guy we leaned on was Coach Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Coach. Come on, get Coach. Hey, if you have a hard time getting up to go to school, Coach, let's come stay in his house.
Stay in my house, exactly. Feed you, everything. And this man got a family. He got a family of his own.
Exactly. But he's willing to bring in other people to help them do better.
Right.
That's why I tell people all the time, me and Coach didn't get along.
Mm-hmm.
It was only because Coach was trying to make a better man out of me and not let me just be an arrogant asshole all the time.
Facts.
Coach gonna give it to me straight. Listen, Chief, I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't running.
Yeah.
Coach, I stole 2 touchdowns, I got 100 yards. You're not running. That's all I got to say. I'm mad. Go out there the next half and run 4 more touchdowns and 1,000 yards.
Hey, that's facts right there, man. That is facts right there.
That's the only person that can get to me by saying little shit.
He know what to do. He know what buttons to press. He know what buttons to press, man.
What?
Yeah. You can think you doing the most. And this man, you'll come out and be like, golly, what else you want me to do, man? Like, I'm giving you everything, man. No, that ain't enough. That ain't enough, Slate. That ain't enough. Like, what, man? What do you mean it ain't enough? I'm killing. But he knew how to drive. He knew how to get down this way, man.
You hear me? See, the reason why you ain't run hard against White Creek, because them your fraternity brothers over there.
Hey.
Look. And then I go out and rush for 300 yards against White Creek. 300 over there. He tells me before the game the reason why you gonna be light on them. You don't want to run hard. I know it. Your frat brothers over there, huh? Oh, okay, Coach. I'm gonna show you. I don't give a damn about my frat brothers over there. I'm gonna smoke these dudes.
Hey man, that's too real, man. Hey boy, you done gave it to me on the boom boom room, man. You done gave it to me, man. This is why. Hey, man, there's certain moments, man, when you got to call people in, man, so you get the unfiltered. And that's exactly what I expect my boy to deliver every time. The next one, like you said, is going to be in person. Anything, black man, you want to lead the people with, you know what I mean? You lead the kids with, you lead the parents with, lead the people of the city of Nashville with. Anything you want to leave them with before we sign off.
One thing, and when it's regarding the sports, when your child is getting ready to go to any college, it'll be the best thing for any parent to do is to have that kid to reach out to somebody that has experienced what he's about to experience before. Because if he ain't never experienced it, you can't tell him, you can't give him no advice.
Right.
But if somebody has experiences, they're going to be honest with the kid and going to tell the kid the highs and the lows, and it's more than just sports.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on in the college that's more than just football. And it's going to be more than just football or basketball, whatever sport they're playing, that will hinder them from being the best they can be. Because I'm telling you, if your ass ain't mentally tough, you ain't going to make it in any one sport.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap. There's going to be some days it ain't going to be your day.
That's facts. That's facts. I appreciate that, man. I love you, homie. Man, I look to see my boy soon.
You already know what it is.
I'm talking about from Yay High. My man.
You already know what it is.
We sitting here years later, baby. We get to sit back and talk about the journey, man. You know what I mean? You wasn't expecting to make it here, black man. I wasn't expecting to make it here, man.
Hey, hold on. I see that UT jersey right there, right?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, goddamn it. Let me go upstairs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ah. Yeah, I don't even like it either. I don't even like it, man. Hey, man, let me give y'all something real quick before we go off here. I remember when Alabama came to play UT at UT, I'm sitting in the end zone, and I remember my boy, hey, man, spotted me out of everybody and ran out there and pointed. I was like, hey, boy, I love dude, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, when I point up at the crowd at you?
Yes. Yes. I was like, hey, boy, that's my dog, boy. I mess with him, boy. I'm telling you. Hey, I appreciate it, black man, man. Next time we getting you in here in the boom boom room, we're going to sit down and chop it up, man. Love, brother.
Anytime.
No doubt. I appreciate it, baby. Gone. Hey, man. There you have it, man. There you have it, people. That's my guy, Santonio Beard. Santonio Black Man, Mr. T. Beard, the sensational sophomore himself. And I ain't gonna never say this, ever, but roll for whatever he talking about. You know what I mean? My dog, man. Everybody got a journey, man. Everybody got a story. People's are different. You know, my man said he lost the love. So a lot of people were wondering, like, what happened? What happened during this, man? How did he not, you know what I mean, stick in the league? He lost the love, and that started from college. You know what I'm saying? So be wise about the situations that you go into, man. Do your homework on it. It's serious. But another thing that you want to take from this, man, is the respect and love of not only male figures, but black male figures in people's lives, man. Like Coach Fitzgerald. That if that didn't touch you by what he just said, you ain't got a soul. Like, he didn't have to call him after that. This man been long gone from Pearl. He didn't have to call him and tell him that. And T didn't have to share that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, be mindful of the resources that you have around him. Tap into them. And people, the older guys like myself, be genuine about tapping back into the kids that are out here today, man. Like, I'm an open book, man. You can always hit me up, reach me on social media or whatever, and get in touch with me, man. And I'm gonna give you the game. You know what I mean? One-on-one. Now, it ain't gonna be too many times I'm gonna be reaching out, but if you reach out to me, you got me in your life and I'm in your corner, it's on. So the pitfalls that you may come into, hopefully, you know what I mean, you can steer around that, you know? So need more positive influences out here, man. Black, white, anything. All of that, man. All of that. Give people a chance, man. Spread love. And I'm going to get off the soapbox, man. Let me go on and tell y'all right now, man, go to YouTube, search Ron Slade, click on it, subscribe to the channel. Do me that favor. The book is coming out soon, people. It's already completed, A Sleigh Ride, The Journey of a Legend. Be sure to to stay tapped in, man. I'm going to get that to you. It's an audio book also with it. So you can get the audio book where you can hear me, myself, telling my story, or you can get the hardback copy. I love if you get both. You know what I mean? That's fine. That's fine for me, man. I would love it. This is the YouTube page. Go to it. Picture me right there in the Pearl Cone Gymnasium. Go to it, subscribe to it, like it, comment, tell a friend, rewatch it, share it, do all the things for it, man. I really appreciate that. A little bit of love for my guy, Dokes1308. Dokes on Instagram. Get at him for your juices, your smoothies, your healthy lifestyle living, man. Guide and inspire vibrating energy. Give. Go check him out, man. Check him out, and I promise it's going to be something good. Now, at 7 o'clock, man, get ready to go over to Elroy the Boy page, performing live. He got the virtual show, the Break the Cycle virtual show at 7 p.m. I appreciate y'all joining in with me. You got F.U. Stan, B. Howard, Quez, Lil Vac, and Ego, Villain, Squeaky, Joe Major hosting it. You got the DJs getting down, Da Vinci and Trap. Hey, man, support who supports you. Most definitely support the city. It's all love, man. It is all love. All the viewers that tuned in, Tom, hey, good, I see you, man. You know I ain't going to say that. You know I ain't going to say that road stuff. You know what I mean? But support and love, man. I appreciate it. One more time, though. Go subscribe. And don't forget, the Boom Boom Room shirts are in. They're in, people. $35 a pop. I'll pull up on you. I'll mail it to you. Whatever. Get at me at RonSlay35 on all social media platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. DM me. I will pull up on you. I'm going to post it again after the show. So let me know, man. I'm coming to you. If I can't get to you, I'll mail it to you. $35 a pop. Got small through XXL, man. Appreciate the love. Salute real quick to Alicia Clark and Crystal Dangerfield, WNBA, Skill Wing family, setting it off. Put it down. Start the WNBA season. Crystal, you showed out. Alicia, you took them to the Boom Boom Room. I'm rocking with it. I love it. I love it, man. Support who supports you, man. Y'all be blessed. It's all love, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Stay rocking with me. This is the Boom Boom Room. I'm Ron Slay. I'm your host. And guess what? I'm out of here.